Welcome once again into this channel. This is the Philippine Review Center or PRC, and we are now going to solve for this one. We have a base of 9 here, which is being raised to the power of a fraction, which is 0 over 2. So this one is easy because all we have to do is to solve for this one first. As you can see, this is kind of weird because the numerator is equal to 0. So we have learned from our previous discussions that once the numerator is 0 and we have whole number here as its denominator, eventually it would equal to 0. So as we translate with this one, we will now have a new form of our exponent, and our base of 9 would be now raised to the power of 0. So any number raised to the power of 0 would equal to 1. So in here, our answer for this one is actually equal to 1. So in this case, we're going to multiply 2 raised to the power of 1/2 and 2 raised to the power of 1/2. As you can see here, since they have the same base, which is equal to 2, in multiplication of numbers with an exponent of a fraction, when they have the same base, just like here, we will just copy the base, and what would happen to our exponent is that instead of multiplication, they would be added. So that would be equal to 1/2 plus 1/2, and that would be equal to 1. So our new form here would be 2 as the base would be raised to the power of 1, and just like kanina earlier, so anything raised to the power of 1, it would equal to itself, and the answer would be equal to 2. Actually, we could just convert this into its square root form. So since yan, and it would be multiplied with the square root of 2. So in here, we could actually multiply the insides of this one because they have the same root form. So the new form would be equal to the square root of 4, and the square root of 4 is actually equal to 2, which is having the same result sa what we did just right now. So ayun guys. And finally, what we have here is 2 raised to the power of 1/2 multiplied by 2 raised to the power of 1/4. So as you can see here, they are now having a different exponent. So, but because they have the same base, so we could just still copy, and same principle pa rin, we are going to add their fraction. So the fraction would be 1/2 plus 1/4, and that would be equal to 3 over 4. So the new form would now be 2 raised to the power of 3/4. So if you're not able to find this sa choices natin, dun sa multiple of choice exam, that this form is not present, maybe it's in the form of its square root, yung root form niya. So what would happen is that yung 2 natin dito, the numerator would be raised dito sa loob. It would be raised to the power of 3, and the denominator would be the determination or the identification of what root that we are looking for. So the final form would be, if this is not present, so either this or this one, so that would be the fourth root of the fourth root of 2 raised to the power of 3. So that would be our final answer, final answers for this problem. So I hope that you have learned something from this one. On our next video, we'll be discussing more on a much complicated problem. So this one is kind of complicated because it is set by the rules of multiplying numbers with exponential with fractional exponents. So I hope that you have learned something from this one. Thank you for watching.